But if Vinny Jr, if this could happen, I mean, the fact that the Athletics reporting it, it means it's, it's real. It's a real source.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Arsenal fans are going to get excited. I'm excited.
They should. It's early stages. However, David Ornstein is usually a very reputable source, isn't he, when it comes to transfers? I have to say to our viewers, I'm sorry about these coughing fits. It seems to be whenever you come on set. I don't know what aftershave you've got.
It's not my aftershave either.
Yeah,
I ain't wearing none.
Wearing, but I'm allergic to it. All right, Jay, we're going to need to change it up for next time. So could the fact Vinicius Junior might be leaving for Arsenal be the reason Real Madrid are desperately trying to sign Diamande? And what do you think? Have you seen much of the Leipzig player?
I like Diamande. I think he's a very good young player. Again, the money that Leipzig are looking for, I'm not sure, like the £100 million, I don't think they're going to get that for him. For £100 million plus, I want to be signing the best winger in the world. To me, Diamande is not one of the best wingers in the world right now. There's no doubt about it. He could be if he keeps progressing. He's got a ceiling. He's young. He can keep improving. But I think Real Madrid are looking at more like the Elise. I think if they lose someone like Vinny Jr, who's arguably one of the best, they're going to have to go and sign someone that's arguably one of the best. And that would be the likes of Elise. So I can see Liverpool getting this one.
Yeah,
I can, because Salah's left. He can play on the right, Diamande. That goal we see earlier, that's him playing off the right. But he plays on the left. We see that in the World Cup, where he was playing off the left too. So there's lots of options there. And I feel like that's the one that Liverpool will probably go all out for, because you have to replace Salah's goal somewhere. Obviously, Isak's going to be fit as well. So hopefully he can hit the ground running this season with a good pre-season. But I feel like Diamande will be going, well, if it's not PSG. But then even then with PSG, I'm looking at that and I'm saying, where are you playing? Are you better than Doué?
Yeah.
Are you better than Dembele? Are you better than these players? They just signed a striker as well. So it's like, I don't know where...
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, Kvaratskhelia. Like, I don't know where he would be going in to start there. And then that could stifle his progression. So if I'm him and his management, I would look at the pathway.
Yeah.
Right? And then I would say to myself, OK, I'm a young player. I can go to Liverpool, play week in, week out. And I'm not saying Liverpool is a stepping stone, because they're one of the biggest clubs in the world. But if you do really well at Liverpool, Real Madrid are coming again. Barcelona are coming again. All the big nations are coming. Bayern Munich, they're all coming. So if it was me, I'd be telling my player to go somewhere where you can play week in, week out. And, you're going to be in the best league in the world. You
say 100 million, you want the best winger in world football, but... I mean, look what City have just done with Elliot Anderson. Chelsea have done with Morgan Rogers, one of the best midfielders in the world.
Elliot Anderson's definitely one of the best midfielders in the world. For me,
I feel like 100 million plus is now the going rate for a top quality player.
I mean, I've been talking about this with my friends for a long time now. It was Chelsea. Chelsea disturbed the market a few years ago when they spent 105 on Enzo Fernandez and they spent, was it 112 or something like that on Caicedo?
Yeah.
Of course, when the market has been disrupted like that, every other club is saying, OK, well, we think our midfielder is worth more than that. We think he's better than that, so we're not taking anything less. Declan Rice was 100 million. If you was to buy Declan Rice now, you're paying like 120 for him. At that moment, 100 million was the going rate.
And the rest, I reckon.
At that moment, that was the going rate. But again, like, if you want to buy one of the world's best attacking players, right, and we're talking about Elise's, then it's the 120 million pounds. But if we're talking about Diamande and he's like, what is he, 19 years old? Yeah. Like, he's just starting out. I'm not paying top dollar for Diamande. That's not proven. He's in the German league. Yes, it is a good league, but to be paying that kind of money so soon, I can't justify that. But there are clubs that are going to be desperate for that kind of player in that position. That's why I say Liverpool. Liverpool have put the same bid in for Real Madrid. Maybe there can be some more add-ons. Maybe there could be more up front. But at the end of the day, I still feel like it's a lot of money, even for Liverpool, for Premier League clubs. I think it's a lot for someone so young and that's fairly inexperienced.
Yeah. But dig around those academies. There's probably someone similar in there.
He didn't have a great World Cup either.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Coast, wasn't it?
Arsenal are reportedly exploring the possibility of signing Vinicius Jr from Real Madrid in what would be one of the most remarkable transfers of the summer. The Brazilian winger remains one of the world's elite attacking players, but ongoing speculation surrounding his long-term future at the Santiago Bernabéu has encouraged several top European clubs to monitor the situation closely. Arsenal are understood to be among the clubs keeping a watchful eye on developments. Manager Mikel Arteta is believed to be eager to add another world-class attacker as the Gunners continue their pursuit of Premier League and UEFA Champions League glory. Vinicius' pace, flair, and ability to decide the biggest matches make him an ideal profile for Arsenal's ambitious project. However, completing such a deal would be incredibly difficult. Real Madrid have consistently made it clear that they regard Vinicius as one of the cornerstones of their squad, and the Brazilian is under a long-term contract. Any potential transfer would almost certainly require a record-breaking fee. Reports in Spain suggest that Arsenal's interest is genuine, but there have been no official negotiations between the two clubs at this stage. The Gunners are said to be monitoring the player's contractual situation while assessing whether a move could become realistic in the future. Competition would also be fierce. Clubs from the Saudi Pro League have previously shown interest in Vinicius, while several of Europe's biggest teams would likely enter the race should Real Madrid ever consider selling him. For now, the chances of Arsenal securing the Brazilian remain slim, but the mere possibility of such a blockbuster transfer has already generated huge excitement among supporters. If circumstances change in Madrid, Arsenal could be ready to test Real Madrid's resolve with an ambitious offer. As things stand, Vinicius Jr remains fully committed to Real Madrid, and any move to North London would depend on a significant shift in the Spanish club's stance.